Hi, welcome to Sidewalk Talk. I'm Steve Fortunato, founder of Shovel the Sidewalk. We are a marketing firm in Buffalo, New York. Help small businesses build their brand, create their advertising. Sidewalk Talk is an extension of that. We believe in authentic storytelling, and the idea is to have people utilize this platform to have people tell their stories. And we are doing our part with social distancing. We have moved to online to help people tell their stories. But we don't want to stop the storytelling. That's going to continue even in times like now. And we're joined today by Michael Kalm from Leon Kalm and Son Monument Company. These guys do amazing work. They are an even better family. How are mom and dad, by the way? Mike, welcome, Michael. How are mom and dad doing?
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for having me. They're doing well, thanks. Everyone's keeping our distance
Yes,
at the
yes, we are.
course, but yeah. But thanks
We
for
are.
asking.
Sure. Seriously though, greatest family in the world. Always like to talk because they always make me feel good, right? You guys are
Yeah.
the bright lights. So yeah, it's every business has been affected, every person is affected. Uh, for you guys, it's you're coming up on really a there's a important part of the season because
Mhm.
this
Yeah.
is when you do most of your work. I
Right.
know a lot of people, the way I understand your business, a lot of people come out in the fall, right? And they put their
Right.
plans together, and then in the spring you execute.
That's right. They
Right?
start to finalize and put things into place. Yeah. Yeah. We have a lot of families every year who will contact us uh, around that Thanksgiving time of year, hoping that they can get something put in place for their loved one before the snow starts falling. And unfortunately, at that point, it's usually too late. Weather conditions prohibit us actually installing memorials. So while we are certainly able to start the manufacturing process, the carving and design work, the actual installation generally waits until summer. So that puts a lot of families in the position of either not finalizing their selection or just holding off altogether until this time of year. And now, of course, we're faced with the reality of coronavirus, which um, is something that everybody is taking obviously very seriously, and that means that a lot of people are limiting their travels to non-essential business. So the reality is that we're telling families that if you held off and you were hoping to get something installed for the beginning of summer, you still can. We're just asking you to not come into the studio if you don't feel comfortable doing it. We've limited our hours, our shop hours, anyways. We've limited our employees on hand so that we can try to do our part to fight this. And that means that we're using technology to make it easier for families to still work with us if they choose to, without having to be in the studio.
So how do we do this? So how can you help a family that wants to, let's say
Mhm.
distinguish, preserve, and honor? They want to remember their loved one. They had the plans in place, and now, right? Everyone's trying to do their part, like you said. And how can so they're supposed if they can't come in, but they want it. It's they don't want to wait till next winter, or they can't. They have to wait till
Right,
next summer. So
right.
what can you do for people right now?
Well, we're telling families that for a long time now, we have been very adept at working with families long distance. So whether it's through email, whether it is through telephone, or now we can do it through Zoom. So just like you and I are speaking, uh, we can interface that way with families, which I think is probably the most beneficial way of doing it, the most efficient way of doing it, just because we can still talk in live time. We can talk here in the studio. I can be essentially doing everything that I would do if you were here with me in person. We just don't have to worry about the social interaction component, close proximity. So I'm telling families that if you really would like to still uh, get your memorial or your loved one's memorial finalized, we're happy to help you. But instead of coming into the studio, I think what's better for all of us is pick up the phone, give us a call, shoot us an email, let us know how we can help you. And then if you're open to it, we can do a Zoom meeting instead.
So you could show me your drawings,
Right. Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I mean,
Right.
technology, right? Why
Yeah,
not take advantage of it? You're set.
right. Exactly. And that way it relieves the burden of someone trying to get here, relieves the stress of someone, a family member or a client, worrying about what they might come in contact with. And at the same time, they still carry on with their business. Yeah.
All right. So what about you guys, incredible artisans and craftsmen? So how can you still, so we go through everything.
Mhm.
We have a Zoom meeting.
Right.
I'm like, I approve that. I'm like, I love it. Let's go forward, finalize it.
Yeah.
Can you get the work done now for me?
Yeah, yeah, we still can. We have always stocked a lot of materials. We've always stocked a lot of memorial pieces. So there's a good chance that that we have in stock or readily available to us, anyways, what we need to complete the work. So it's not a matter of us getting the work done. It's more a matter of not delaying the process so much that families are now looking at a end of summer, fall, or even next summer installation because of what we're all going through. So families don't need to worry about the work getting done. It will get done. We just don't want to spread this virus any more than it already will be.
So, I mean, we have to be thankful for technology, right?
Definitely, we've come so far.
Yeah, right. So, all right, if they call you, and then if we need to, it's a visual, you're producing artwork. It's, I got to see it, right? A phone
Right,
call isn't going to do it for me. So,
right.
but start with the phone call,
Yeah.
and then what you're saying, you'll set up, if you want to show the artwork, you'll set up a Zoom meeting like this, and
Yeah, absolutely. Or we can do it through email. I can do things through the mail. I would prefer to do it through email or through Zoom because I think it's a lot more efficient for our families. But you know, for the last decade or and more, we've been working with families through email. So that's something that we can definitely do. Um, but yeah, like you said, it starts with, if families are looking to still work with us this time of year to hopefully have something in place for the beginning or middle of summer. Um, you know, start with the phone call. Give us a call. We can figure out what's best to either do it through email or do it through a Zoom call. We have a really nice website that we've taken a lot of time in crafting that I think also makes the process easier for families. But the important thing is that we're just trying to make sure that families know that they don't have to come in to work with us. That there are other ways of doing this that keeps all of us safe.
so if you were in the process last fall, and you want to get this going and have it done this summer, call you, set it up. You don't have to come in for the in-person meeting. We're all going to do our part, social distancing, and utilize technology to distinguish and preserve and honor the memory of your loved one.
That's right.
Okay, great. Michael Kalm from Leon Kalm and Son Monument Company. Michael is a fourth generation artisan, great family. Go online, check them out, give them a call. If you had plans, Michael is telling us loud and clear, those plans can still be executed properly, and you can have your monument ready and up this summer.
Right. That's
Okay.
correct. Yep. Give us a call.
Thanks, Michael. You
Thank you.
can download all of our Sidewalk Talk podcasts on your podcast platform of choice, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, whatever it is. You can also watch all of our podcasts by visiting our website, shovelthesidewalk.com. And if you or you know someone whose story needs to be shared, or they have a piece of information like Michael shared with us today that would be relevant and important, or a piece of inspiration, some kind of inspirational story during these times for that people can consume, go to our website. We have a form. You can fill it out, and we'll be glad to get you on one of our podcasts as soon as possible. So, Michael Kalm, Leon Kalm and Son Monument Company, Thank you for everything you're doing. Say hi to Mom and Dad for me. Leon and Cindy,
Will
great
do.
people. And thanks again for this for important information.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks.
for reaching out.
Okay, Michael. Thanks again for listening and watching, and for participating. We are going to get through this. I'm Steve Fortunato, and this has been Sidewalk Talk.